Welcome back to the Pro Sports Podcasters on YouTube. My name's Kobe, part of the crew, and today I want to look at my top 5 NFL all-day moments that are disrespectfully underpriced. They're brutally underpriced when it comes right down to it. And like a lot of what I've suggested in the past on this particular channel when it comes to NFL all day, they're all defensive moments. The defensive players are really being overlooked by a lot of the community because, let's be honest, probably more than half of them are into NFTs and not really into football. And then the other half might be mild football fans, but not serious analysts or people who live football like myself and the other guys at the Pro Sports Podcasters. So I've got my top 5. I'm going to give them to you now, and I'm going to tell you where I expect them all to be at some point. And I'll begin with one of my favorite players off of one of my favorite teams, which is Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons, defensive back for the Denver Broncos, is just phenomenal. Okay, you were talking about a top 5 safety in the league when it comes right down to it. Right now, his moment is currently going for $60 on the marketplace. That's disrespectfully low, and he's part of the Ball Hawk series, so he's not just your standard rare. He is part of a subset, and the majority of these guys, I think all but one are actually part of that Ball Hawk subset. So that's one of these groups that I would really target for you if you're interested in collecting a particular set and you want something that's going to give you a lot of value in the long run. The Ball Hawk set is one to go for. Justin Simmons is awesome. Okay, Denver's doing whatever they can to keep him. They franchised him. It's just someone that this particular season is going to either maybe make or break how well that defense operates when it comes right down to it. The Denver Broncos defense is stacked, but Justin Simmons is like almost a quarterback of the defense working from the back end. So Justin Simmons is definitely one of these moments I would go out there and grab. The next one is Marshon Lattimore, who's a top 5 cornerback in the league. He's with the New Orleans Saints. He's currently going for $70 on the marketplace. Again, significantly low. Part of the Ball Hawk series, and he's super young. Marshon Lattimore is like 25 years old or something, right? He's super young. So this guy's got a lot of career ahead of him at probably the top level. I don't see him falling off in any way or form. The New Orleans Saints is a solid team, right? There's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. I actually like Jameis Winston as their quarterback. They will be competitive this year, and they're in a division that's going to throw the ball a lot, so Marshon Lattimore is going to get his. I like him for challenges, and I like him for long-term value. Marshon Lattimore. Then I've got Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard is just putting up stats every single season. And an advantage for him is that he's in a division that sort of sucks when it comes right down to it. Yes, you've got the Buffalo Bills and they're a powerhouse, but they're going to throw the ball, so he's going to have an opportunity to shine. But then you've got a couple of relative rookies when it comes to quarterbacks. You've got Mac Jones and Zach Wilson as the other 2 quarterbacks he's going to have to face in the division, and they're going to make some sloppy passes. They're going to misread some defenses, and he's going to have opportunities to get picks, which is what he's been good at his entire career. Again, very young. I like Xavier Howard. He's going to be in on challenges for sure if they include interceptions, and he's going to be somebody who's got long-term value. Xavier Howard. Then I'm going to go to an older player, and that's Devonta Hightower. And Devonta Hightower is like the leader now on the defense of the New England Patriots, right? He's a linebacker. He's getting up there in years. He's like 32, 33, somewhere along that by the time the season starts. But he hasn't lost a step. He's a seasoned veteran. He's really impactful at the line of scrimmage, and he can drop into coverage as well. Love Devonta Hightower. I don't see him having as much long-term value maybe as some of the other names I've already listed, but for next season, he'll definitely be a factor in a division that's going to have to run the ball a lot and sling it across the middle, and it's going to be in his little area code when it comes right down to it. He'll be able to get a chance to make a lot of plays, probably a lot of tackles, like Devonta Hightower. And then the last one I've got, and sorry, Devonta Hightower is the one player on this list that's not a ball hawk. He's part of the in the trenches subset. But then the last player I got is Leighton Vander Esch. And Leighton Vander Esch gets overlooked a lot because he's still coming up. He dealt with a couple of some injury issues, so he doesn't get as much hype as maybe some of the other linebackers and in his group when it comes out, that came out of college. But Leighton Vander Esch is extremely skilled, very fast sideline to sideline linebacker. He's playing on the Dallas Cowboys, so he's going to be right there side by side with Micah Parsons. They make a dangerous duo when it comes right down to it. And Micah gets a lot of the hype because he was a rookie and he had such a great rookie season. But Leighton Vander Esch is going to face just as many run stoppage situations and like tight end or slot receiver situations as Micah Parsons. So don't overlook Leighton and Esch. The market's overlooking him. He's currently going for $48, which is a complete steal. So Leighton and Esch is one that even if you're not interested in collecting the subset, you just want the odd guy that could get you some real value down the line, that's one I would definitely target. And going over the prices, you've got Marshon Lattimore at $70, Xavier Howard at $70, Justin Simmons at 60, Devonta Hightower at 81, Leighton Vander at 48. And I like all of these guys because I expect all of them to break the $100 mark at some point, maybe even before the season begins. So if you can get them now and sit on them, be patient, not only we're going to have more value when the season starts, but they're all probably going to factor into challenges at some point when they have the defensive challenges come up. They're all going to be part of that. So these are 5 particular rare moments that you should go out and get before they start going up and reach a point that maybe you don't think it's worthwhile to purchase them then. And the reason I'm releasing this video is because the rare moments have slowly been climbing over the last couple of weeks. Now, primarily, it's been offensive players. There is the odd defensive player that's also gone up, and I've taken advantage of that. But for the most part, rare moments are being targeted by like the whales or some of the high value accounts on NFL All Day. They're slowly buying them up because they too realize that under $100 is a deal for a rare moment on a platform that highlights the number one sport in America. So this is your opportunity. You're here early. You're part of the early adopter group. You got a chance, an opportunity to get some of these really marquee rare moments for a song when it comes right down to it. Especially when the challenges begin, you're going to wish you had them. Till next time, if you haven't checked out the website yet, I'd advise you do. We're www.prosportspodcasters.com. Scroll to the bottom of the homepage. You can sign up to be a PSP Insider. You're going to get more information than what I provide here on the YouTube channel. We cover every single sport, so I can only share so much with you here when it comes to NFL All Day or UFC Strike or any of the other things you may be interested in. But as a PSP Insider, you're going to get some additional information that I don't have the time to do videos on, but I can give you directly. Plus, you'll be part of our market control group so that when we do decide to make a real play for a particular moment or subset or particular player group on any of these platforms, you'll be in the know, you'll be part of it. So instead of following the group that when it happens, you'll be leading the group and everyone else will be following you. Do yourself a solid, visit the website, become a PSP Insider, and let's really have some fun with this and make some money while we're at it. Till next time.